Hello, this week we're going to look at some basic algebra and some linear solving. This first example is just trying to collect like terms to simplify an algebraic statement. We have 4x minus 2x plus 6x will give us an 8x, and then 7 plus 8 minus 15 is just 0. So our answer is just 8x. Now in the second example, we have to get rid of the brackets first. So we multiply the 2 into the first bracket, giving us 10y plus 8. And then we multiply the negative 3 into the second bracket, minus 6y plus 21. Be careful with the negative 3 times negative 7. Now we can collect like terms. 10y minus 6y is 4y, and 8 plus 21 is 29. Now let's look at some solving linear equations. Think of it like a balance or a scale. If you add 5 grams to one side of the scale, to keep the balance you have to add 5 grams to the other side. So in this case, if we want to move the 9 over, we need to add 9 to the left-hand side. But if we add 9 to the left-hand side, we also have to add 9 to the right-hand side. So we get 4x minus 9 plus 9, which is just 4x, and then 23 plus 9, which is 32. Now we can divide both sides by 4. And then x equals 8. The second example here, we have y's on both sides. So we want to get all the y's, all the terms with a y, to one side. So if I want to move the y over, I have to subtract 5y from the right-hand side, which means I have to subtract 5y from the left-hand side. We can move the 3 over in the same way. We subtract 3 from both sides. So we have 7y minus 5y is 2y on the left side. And then we have 24 minus 3 is 21 on the right-hand side. Divide both sides by 2, and we get y equals 10.5. Now here we have a little bit more complicated equation. First step will be to get rid of all the brackets. So 6 times 5x times 2. Plus 3 times 4x minus 8 plus x equals 38 minus 3 times x times negative 4. So now that you've eliminated the brackets, we can now collect like terms on each side. This will give us 43x minus 12 equals 50 minus 3x. Now, we want to move the 12 over, so we're going to have to add 12 to both sides. We want to move the negative 3x over, so we have to add 3x to both sides. So we end up with 46x equals 62. Divide both sides by 46. We get x approximately equal to 1.35. Now, with a big complicated equation like this, sometimes it's worth doing a quick check. To do a check, we just plug in the 1.35 into the left side and the right side and see what we get. Here we get the left side is equal to the right side, so we're good. Now, yes, one is 46.05, one's 45.95. There's some discrepancy due to rounding, but they are close enough to say that this is okay. All right, here we have a basic word problem. We have 6 less than 3 times a number. So 3 times a number is just 3x, and then 6 less would be minus 6, and this is equal to 39. What is the number? Well, we're going to add 6 to both sides. So 3x equals 45. Divide both sides by 3. We get x equals 15. So therefore, the number is 15. Now here we have a little bit more complicated of a word problem. This is a business application here. Now, we can start by going Alan's investment is A. Bruce's investment is B. And Diane's investment is D. Now, if we read the question, it says Diane invested twice as much as Bruce. So Diane is equal to 2 times Bruce. Another line says Bruce is 15 more than Alan. So Bruce would be Alan plus 1500. And then we can put that into Diane, giving us 2 times A plus 1500, which is 2A plus 3000. So now we have all three in terms of A. Then we can make our equation. We know Alan plus Bruce plus Diane has to equal the total investment. Now, you don't need the brackets here. I just put the brackets for emphasis of Alan, Bruce, and Diane. Now, collect like terms on the left side. So A plus 2A is 4A. And then add up the numbers, we get 4,500. Now we can subtract 4,500 from both sides, giving us 4A equals 18,000. Divide both sides by 4. This gives us A equals 4,500. Now we can find B and D. B will just be the 4,500 plus 1,500, which is 6,000. D will be 2 times 6,000, which is 12,000. And then you just need a conclusion. So therefore, Alan invested 4,500. Bruce invested 6,000. And Diane invested 12,000.